Got any advice you want to talk about for life? Yeah. You got any advice you want to come talk to people about?
Hey everyone. I think the life is simple, very simple. You have to be simple in your life and live your life as simple as possible. Love each other, love your friends, love your family, love everyone in the world, and try to do something, keep something up, Go to work, do something, make every day something to make the world go forward every day. So by the end of the day, you have to ask yourself one question. What do I make today so the life can be better? Better around me, better with friends, better with the country, better with my community. So I think if everyone act like that, the life will be really simple. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say today.
All right, thank you. What's your name?
Jazz.
Oh, what's up guys? Camson Army here, and as you can see by the video title, we got something really interesting to talk about today. But first, I gotta clean myself up, so I'm gonna do this and get back to you guys. Alright, so I just got done cutting my own hair, and cutting my own hair is something that I've been practicing and doing for a little while now. Overall, just to save money, which has been a good habit that I've been developing. And speaking of developing good habits, I know a lot of you guys, yes you watching, have a lot of not so good habits that you need to work on. So now I'm gonna be talking to you guys on how you can work on those not so good habits, which will overall help you improve your gains, because that's really the most important thing, right? So you're probably like, Cam, how will improving these bad habits overall improve my gains? Well, just think about a lot of the bad habits a lot of people have nowadays. Drinking, smoking, binging, staying up late, even eating junk food. I'm having salmon right now. You guys know I love my salmon. But you can see how a lot of these habits influence people's bodies in negative ways. So if we work on improving these habits, then we can overall be better and healthier. So if you find yourself having some of these bad habits and wanting to stop, the first issue is a lack of discipline, and that ties into the gym. Going to the gym, working out, getting up every day, doing that is all about discipline and becoming a bigger and better version of yourself. You have to have a great deal of discipline to constantly do that every day. So the way to correct these discipline problems and develop these good habits is to, one, start small. So let's say you have a problem with eating junk food. In order to better that habit and to minimize the amount of junk food you eat to none at all, is you're going to start minimizing the amount of junk food you consume on a regular basis. So let's say you do it every day, every other day. You're going to minimize that to try to do it once a week. Say you have a drinking problem, so that also ties into junk food. You're going to minimize the amount of times you go out and do that and spend money on that to once a week, once every other week, once a month, just like that. Because just think about it, if you go straight from having these bad habits to completely getting rid of them at one point, you're gonna fold, you're gonna relapse. So in order to not relapse, you have to reprogram your brain to make you think, hey, I don't need this stuff, I don't need to do this kind of stuff, I'm good without it. Just like if you were going to the gym, if you never worked out at the gym before, you're not gonna go straight from, hey, I can't benching the bar to benching 225. That's not going to happen. You have to work your way up. So we're going to start small from these habits and work our way up, slowly lessen these habits until we get to the point to where we're done with them completely and we don't relapse on these habits.
So a bad habit that I actually have is peeling off my nails. I actually caught myself in the action of doing that before I started recording this video. And I was just like, oh, that's something that I was trying to stop doing, but for some reason I find myself continue doing that. And it's because whenever my nails start getting long, I start getting the urge to start peeling them. And I don't want to do that because obviously I want my nails to look as best as possible. They don't look terrible, but you know, peeling them will make them look, you know, not as good as they could look. So when it comes to bettering these bad habits, the second step to be able to do that is controlling your urges. So the reason you continue to do these bad habits is because you continue to have the urge to do them. Like we talked about in step 1. Your brain is programmed to continue to do these bad habits. That's why you continue to fall victim to them and continue to have urges to do them. So once you've been able to get to the point to where you're controlling these urges, then you won't do the bad habits anymore. So a way for you to take control of these urges is by supplementing them with positive habits. So let's say you're trying to go into the habit of eating clean or staying sober. You're gonna get urges because, like I said, this entire time for years you program your brain into falling under these bad habits. You're gonna get urges to do these bad habits. So when those urges come about, you're gonna do something positive instead. Like you're gonna get the urge. Once you get that urge, instead of doing the bad habit, go outside, take a walk. If you haven't done your workout for the day, go do your workout. And I promise you, once you've done with that, the urge is gonna be gone. And another thing that you need to do is continue to hold yourself accountable throughout this journey, because it's a journey. One thing I do to hold myself accountable is keep a journal. So let's say you do fall under these urges and you fall victim to it and you relapse. It's fine. You're going to document that into your journal and keep track of each time you've done it, each time you've relapsed, fall into these urges, so that you can know for yourself, hey, I'm doing this a little bit too much. I need to do something about it. But now it's time for me to hit this workout. So I'm gonna hit it and be back with you guys for sway number 3. As for our third way to get rid of our bad habits and develop good habits, the third way is to never give up. Now, I know that sounds pretty self-explanatory, you never give up, but you guys gotta understand this, just like with fitness, just like with a lot of other things that do with self-improvement, this is a lifestyle choice. This is something that you're gonna take with you for the rest of your life. So if you ever find yourself getting too comfortable, if you ever find yourself falling back into what you were doing before, then you got to take time and remember what you're doing this for. You got to continue to hold yourself accountable for the rest of your life and always continue to practice the same things you've been practicing to help yourself get to that point to where you're free of all these bad habits and being the best person you could be. you're going to relapse, you're going to get those urges, but in order for you to sustain this positive path that you're going to, you got to not only continue to hold yourself accountable, but think long term. Think of why you're doing this and continue to follow along in that path and do everything you can. So yeah, man, that wraps up this video. I hope you guys took that insight and thought to yourself how you can continue to improve yourself in addition to fitness. If you have any other video ideas, you can comment them down below. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe. And like I said, as always, I appreciate you guys for watching. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you guys in the next one.